What's going on, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
Walter Boley.
I'm Matt Harning.
And I'm special guest James Cato.
My brother. This is random video
His
game.
older brother.
Yes. Random video game topics.
Okay.
This used to be part of Podcast Reloaded, but we realized our videos were far too long.
Nick's got the jib jab.
But look at this.
I got the,
if this is your favorite
got the
part
jib
and the
jab
only reason why you
job.
tune into our podcast, now you don't have to go and scoot through all the other bullshit.
You don't have to trudge
Yes.
through us. You just jump right in here.
So, we're just going to jump in to
both
my random topic right now.
Pencil dive like Cap.
No shoot. No parachute. He didn't dive in head first. That's
What?
suicide.
I'm saying I would.
Still the best
Oh, you
one
would.
we ever had.
I'd die no matter what, so I'd go out clutch.
But I don't
just
think
buy it.
God dresses like that.
But,
There's only one God, man. I'm sure he doesn't dress like that.
God, that's such a clutch line.
It's like, I just met Thor and I'm still a Christian. That's how fucking clutch Cap is.
He's perfect. He is.
but, with
That is not our random topic.
No,
Perfect happens.
God, you just got mine.
with Mega Man Legacy Collection coming out and Rare Replay.
Which I'll be challenging Nick in, because there's challenge modes in
Previously
it.
on Live Through Games.
Mega Man 2's challenge modes. Me and Nick will be going head to head.
Will Matt be able to best Nick? Tune in next week to find out.
No, he won't. But, because I watched Matt play Mega Man 2, and he died a lot.
You died too!
I died
And you know the
wildly.
game.
I died to in Wily Scouts. But anyway,
I beat the dragon before he could.
you did it.
Well,
I beat you
Cato,
for
that's
that.
Matthew Howard.
With Mega Man Legacy Collection, Rare Replay, and all these things coming out celebrating older games, I watched a video of like one of the head Capcom guys saying the thing with Mega Man Legacy Collection was to bring back the older games playable to the new things, as like cartridges die over time and stuff. Dude, now the video games are pretty old now because Mega Man's reaching like 30 years old, like Mario stuff like that. Do you think it should be a priority because they're an art to recapture and like digitalize and like all the old games so
keep
generations
those games
can
playable.
play, like keep them alive?
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to, like, Mega Man's adding to the collection by the leaderboards and challenge modes and
Well,
stuff.
yeah, but even if you just brought them to digital, like upright, like polished them up a little bit,
I mean, I don't know what you mean by priority. Like, I don't know. if
should
it's
they
something
do
that,
it
like-
for old school games? Because over time cartridges die.
Right.
Like NES cartridges have batteries in them. Like you can't, on majority of NES cartridges, you can't save games anymore.
Oh, wow.
I just think you're skating a fine line with it for doing it.
Well, I don't
as
mean
far
like,
as,
remake them,
Are you
but just
remaking
bring
to
them.
cash in, or are
No.
you remaking to bring them to the next generation? Like how often does the company do that? Things like that come into play. Like how many times has this game been remade and put on new systems?
Like-
They don't even make Mega Man games anymore.
I know.
As much to the dismay of the fans of Mega Man who are screaming at Capcom to make one. They don't make them. But here they are taking, they want a Mega Man game, so let's just take all his old ones and release it to you guys. Like, how much is the game?
$15 for 6 games.
That's not bad.
Great.
Yeah.
Considering
That's
like
not
on every
Plus,
other place.
they do add like the
$5
they do
more.
like
And
the
they got
NES
challenge
remix
modes.
thing on Wii U. They do that to Mega Man, and then they're doing like a leaderboard thing where you can like challenge people to your scores. So
I can't fucking wait.
that's pretty cool that they're doing that to it. But I think what he's talking about is preservation.
Even just that, because the guy was talking about preservation. They're saying like, because there's tons of kids like it's so fucking old. I
Yeah.
wasn't born when Mega Man came out.
Right.
But it's so old that kids didn't get a chance to play Mega Man. And now, and with the new like way it's all straightened up, they have like the history of Mega Man. They have like the gallery with all the artwork and everything. Like it's legit.
Well,
and they're preserving it. And when kids are in the marketplace, they could be like, "Oh, Mega Man! I've heard about this. It looks cool. $15, all 6 games."
But think about this: like Pokemon Red is a game, a cartridge that would eventually die.
My battery died on
Right.
it. I
But
can't
you
save
can
it.
go and find an emulator online and play Pokemon Red. If you really want it, you can do
You
it.
put it on your phone. If you
Yeah, I
have
played Fire Red. On
Well,
my phone.
I'll say this legally.
I don't even know if it's illegal
It is.
anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Probably is illegal.
for the most part, I think it's already there. For at least for the highlights, you can find some way to play it without having the original. Like whether they've re-released it on some sort of eShop like thing on the Wii U.
God, then how do I get
Somebody-
them by sleeves?
Somebody creates an emulator for it.
I'm looking for that.
It's there somewhere for the highlights. Your Mega Mans, your Legend of Zeldas, your Pokemons, your Chrono Triggers. Like, it's there. And you'll find it if you really want it.
Not with that, I feel like the younger group of kids, they don't care about those older games as much as people who played them when they grow up in it because it's nostalgic to them. Like I saw a video on YouTube about regular original Game Boy. They handed it to kids that were like 5 or younger and asked them about it and said, "What do you think of this?" And they didn't even know it was for gaming. They were just told it was crazy. And they're like, I loved Game Boy when I was a little kid. They look at it and they're like, well, what is this thing? Like, this is stupid. Like,
but let's be like, a lot of Game Boy games suck. Like, there was really great ones, and a lot of them suck.
Oh yeah, but I mean, that's the point. Is they look at the technology and they laugh at it. You know, these kids have smartphones in their pockets and that.
The technology deserves to be laughed at now.
You're right. It does. That kind of ties into it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
but there are still games like those games you go back and play. Like there's no like some of like the PS1 games and like N64 games you go back, they're fucking garbage.
They don't hold up.
Yeah, but there's some core games like Mega Man holds up. Mario, of course, holds up.
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, it does. Sprite-based games, but like
is
stuff
that
like
the
that.
eShop Chrono Trigger?
No,
it should be.
I don't know, Square Enix
Man.
owns them, so they kind of like they put them on
of course, Square Enix is fucking
Sony
garbage.
shit.
I
But
thought you
man,
could get Chrono Trigger on PlayStation.
You
is
can
it
get it
on
on Wii.
PS3?
It's on
Get on
Wii.
Wii. On Wii.
I think
It's on PlayStation.
I think you can get it on
It's on
Vita.
PlayStation. It is. Yeah.
Oh,
But
There you
Square,
go. That's 2 of the 3 consoles.
Yeah.
but like in Castlevania, like there's these like I feel like for the core like games that are like really fucking important. Like they should go back because the company that did Mega Man was like, we want to go back and like preserve all these games and like polish them up. Like Mega Man, they still keep like the freezes that are like supposed to be there, like the chops, but they just polish it up, 60 framed it and stuff like that. It looks really good, and I think they should do that.
I mean, I think for like historical purposes,
Exactly,
it's good to
'cause
have
video games
games
are
like
art
that. But as far as a commercial reason, I don't think there's a real business reason to do it, except for a few games.
for the love.
Because it's not business savvy to do all the games like that.
Yeah.
Like it's business savvy to do Final Fantasy VII, Chrono Trigger, Pokemon's, but to do like some game that's super important to gaming history because it helped inspire Duke Nukem or something doesn't mean you need to go back and resell that game because no one knows what it is
Yeah.
and they won't buy it. But for a museum purpose, that's a neat idea. Like the developers for Duke Nukem worked on this game and that gave them the idea to make a parody of action heroes to star in Duke Nukem or something.
Classic games that were considered amazing for their time deserve to be preserved and remembered.
And not just amazing for their time, but that were some way important.
Yeah.
Like,
Like just because I was like just watching the video for the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and it was just like amazing. They have like artwork that's like never released before. Like they put so much like love into that game. Like they bios of everything from like the smallest little enemy to the Robot Masters. They have the thing when you're looking at the Robot Master screen. If you like can't beat it and you're sick of dying, you can just practice against him. You can just press start and just fight him over and over and over again. They have the challenge, which is just.
But I don't think what
Amazing.
you'll get is polish. I think what you get is preservation. Like, because I think a good example I can think of is FromSoft, the makers of Dark Souls and Bloodborne, are considered one of the most savvy game makers right now because of their quality of their games. But they used to make dungeon crawlers, and they made the Armored Core series also. And so it would be cool to have like the first Armored Core game and like one of their dungeon crawlers in a museum on a machine that you can play. It's like FromSoft's first game. Or Bethesda's Elder Scrolls 1, which was borderline unplayable. But it's there, and you can try it out and see where it all began. That would be cool. But that's all I got for it.
I also like the way they're preserving games as far as totally updating them too sometimes. Like Fire Red, Soul Silver, things like that they've done where they've taken an older game and pushed it up to the new standards with the same story and the same guy.
I think Omega
that's
Ruby
also
was a
an
great
awesome
example
one.
of that.
Yeah, the same thing. Yep.
No.
Did you think of one, Matt?
James can go. He's got one. I was
All right.
trying to figure
No
out.
one
Let's talk about the game that I started playing again recently and I got back into, Star Wars: The Old Republic. That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
They've revamped a lot of things in it to try to change it and make it better for players to jump in and not be so limited by how they choose to spec the guy with their talent trees and stuff like that. So they pretty much streamlined everything.
Yeah.
And they made it easier to level up, to get to the cap and things like that. And I think they just overall made it a lot better, and it's freaking awesome now.
Now, have they released that one that's like supposed to be the twins?
That's the new expansion that comes out in a month or so.
Okay.
So what do you like? Just want to talk general about it?
Yeah.
General.
Well, I'm not surprised by any of that because all MMOs do that. Like Final Fantasy's even done it, and they only have one expansion out. Like you get a plus 100% experience boost when you level up your guy.
And
they
World of
all
Warcraft's
teach
new
you.
expansion, you can level up to 100 instantly.
Oh yeah, wow. Like they're just
Yeah.
like, listen, guys, we know you've been through Azeroth. I don't think we're gonna get any new guys coming in that haven't played WoW.
That's true. They're supporting
It's like
people
let's
that have
get
been
you
playing
right
the game
into
for
where the
15
stuff
years.
is. So it's like we're not gonna make you. If you want to make an Azeroth guy, it's not like you can't make a guy from level 1.
One thing that I thought was interesting in that Star Wars trailer, what was the name of it?
Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Knights of the Fallen Empire. I mean, it was just a cinematic trailer, but it looked really cool. And the two brothers they had, one got scarred and had to wear a Sith-like mask, to cover up his scars. But they didn't. I was hoping they would just take a turn and make that masked brother the good guy. Like,
Nah.
deformities
It couldn't work
shouldn't
for
mean
Star
evil.
Wars.
Like,
It doesn't
just
work.
because you're deformed doesn't mean
It
you
was
have
the
to be
salt.
evil.
Well, he took him to the salt. Having to do whatever his dad said and then being fucked
But
up
it would
because
just be
he wasn't as
interesting
good as his brother. who
If
was
the
better than him
evil-looking
in every way.
motherfucker was the good guy. Like, I
God,
don't
go
know.
watch Hunchback of Notre Dame, man. That's what
He
you want.
he fell in the cinematic trailer. He
Even he lost it.
goes
again
dark
still.
side because he gets mad at his dad that he sacrificed his face and his arm and whatever he lost to try to help him, and he doesn't even care. So he lunges to kill his dad, and then his brother, who
So, yeah.
isn't fucked up or anything because he's better, is like, no, don't do
Yeah,
that, man.
I'm handsome. I'm the good guy.
Because he's all fucked up and raged on the dark
Yeah.
side, he kills his brother by accident. So
Actually, a game I'm playing right now. Handsome Jack's the good guy, or the bad guy, and you play a bunch of like.
Yeah, but Handsome Jack
motherfuckers.
isn't handsome.
Yeah, he is.
You can take the mask off and he's ugly as hell.
Well, post that.
Oh, pre-mask.
He
Okay.
got that because they effed him over. In fact, there's actually a thing on there, like with Game Theory, who he does the whole thing.
Or
where
he's a good guy.
He's actually a good guy.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
My view of Star Wars: The Old Republic is a whole. It's a failed MMO. It's gonna stay exactly where it is. They have their niche group that, like you and other Star Wars fans, I don't even know how many subscribers there are, or players. I don't know.
probably maybe
Like
maybe
500,000 or something.
maybe 100 if they're lucky.
But they got their niche group of players
100?
that are gonna support it.
1,000?
oh,
100.
like come on, man,
And-
100.
It needs like a ramp up, like DC Universe, like to save it. They need to like put it on like PS4 for free. or
Well, I don't
something
even
like
think
did.
DC's anything anymore.
This is
Yeah,
the thing,
it's
but the
irrelevant.
thing
Yeah,
about
but putting
that,
it- but just like
makes it different
ESO.
is they
Like-
put big time story into it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like there's
that's not going to
See,
be.
that- that's
their
where
expansions make
even though I
give you a
haven't played
story
it-
to play through.
Even though I haven't played it, I did respect that about the Old Republic
Really?
game, where there was a story-based MMO.
I'm saying like that's
which
the,
I think Final
but that's
Fantasy
their-
14 is doing now.
That's their flaw, though. They focus so much on the leveling aspects of it, they didn't put any good end-game content. That's what everyone's complained about.
The thing since I've came back to playing it is they haven't made that better. They put in more operations
Well,
and
I'm
low
sure that they
rates and stuff
probably
and stuff
tried,
like
but
that.
yeah, it's first impression
too
is the
little,
most
too late. Like I'm saying, they have to
impressive.
they have to change it up. Like ESO, launched PC, failed. Launched on fix everything up. Launched on consoles. Now it's not quite as much of a failure.
Look at Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed, I gotta give them this. They have a pretty good job at like making people see, historical features and things like that. But me and Walt, both playing Black Flag, went in there and it's like, oh shit, look at all this stuff I'm gonna have to go
I
collect.
let out an audible groan when I was just like, saw the map.
Well, yeah, but at first the story was good. Exactly. But the point I'm trying to say is that everyone puts in like games that are trying to find extra content shit for people to play their games longer, and like that's what you got to do with MMOs, especially. If I was an MMO maker, I would create it backwards. I would make things that you have at the end of the game before I would even do leveling. Because let's face it, when you level, the general population, in my opinion, from what I've seen and how I've talked to other people, all leveling is a giant grind and a learning curve. It's literally to learn your character so you know how to play them to play the raids. That's all it is to me. Now, Star Wars, yes, did do something great. They made a story-based MMO where you get to choose the sides, like things like that. And it's great. It's one of the more tolerable leveling systems. I have leveled quite a few guys to pretty high levels. And so I would say, yeah, in the general idea, that's great. But then, why did I not want to play, especially with that game, more? I'd rather have leveled someone else up than wanting to play the in-game content. This is just me. I don't know about you. I didn't see you stay along with that game that much longer either, but maybe you just had another game.
When you guys stopped playing.
Exactly.
And the thing that sucks about it is, like, if you're asking for a monthly fee, it's hard to make a story-based game, because monthly fee means content, because you're paying $15.
Yeah, they dropped that.
But it's still there if you want it,
Yeah.
right? But
like,
They found other ways.
World of
to
Warcraft,
build
and
themselves,
especially Final
which
Fantasy,
saved
the
it.
thing I think Final Fantasy does better than all the MMOs is they do put out content. A lot of it. Like, when I came back to Final Fantasy 15 or 14 before I quit, or after I quit, there was so much content that I was not there when I first got to 50. And I was like, there were so many new dungeons, so many new stories, like quests to do, so many raids and all that kinds of stuff. And it was like, it was almost overwhelming. I couldn't even get all of that done. Now they also effed up by making you have to do the story to get into the expansion, which I won't even get into that. But that whole thing I'm trying to get it. The whole thing is like, it was they put out content. World of Warcraft, obviously. Aside from now, because they know that their expansion they had now is a failure, so they're literally putting out nothing else.
Mists of Pandaria?
No, the
Legion?
No, Legion's the new one. It's the newest one that just came out. Warlords of Draenor.
Oh, okay.
That one, they just said they're not putting out any more content for it. Like, this is it until the expansion. So people are speculating that Legion is going to come out like 6 months, if that. They're saying like they're literally. I don't even think Warlords of Draenor has even been out for a year, and they're already going to be having it out. Like, World of Warcraft, it's Blizzard. They fucking have the money. They have Activision money. They'll make a new expansion.
But also, I mean, the reason MMOs are going to fall in the shadow of World of Warcraft, how many years of a leg up does World of Warcraft have on, like, any MMO?
But see, that's just it. Like, I think there's things that Star Wars makes better than World of Warcraft, and definitely Final Fantasy. Like I said, I think Final Fantasy is the best one I've played other than WoW. But the only reason why people stay with WoW is because of all of that time.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I look back, I played World of Warcraft since Vanilla WoW. I have 10 years worth of shit that I've done in that game. Like, people don't, and then those hardcore people who stayed with it,
Yeah.
they don't want to give that shit up. Plus, not to mention, their e-sport game. Did you name me any other MMO that has it? Their arenas are fucking ridiculous. They have an e-sport because they're so fucking big. The arena bullshit for PvP. I mean, that's one thing I think WoW does the best in my opinion, is the WoW's MMO or PvP is my favorite.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't played much Star Wars, so I don't know. I know Guild Wars is supposed to be one of the big ones. Yeah, PvP.
Star Wars, that's my favorite PvP.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I go back to playing it by myself sometimes.
This is
I think
something
PvP is awesome.
that I liked about Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if "like" is the right word, but I thought it was funny. Is they only show your gamer tag over your character's name. Like, you don't see whatever you named your character over it, or other people don't see it. So, you know, Andrew's running around, and you don't see their name till you get kind of close to him. And it's just this really badass looking Nord, like cool axe, crazy armor, like I will mess you up. Ninja Butt Sex 69.
Oh yeah, 90%.
Like, I'm sure he had some really cool name or something, but hey, Ninja Butt Sex 69, you want to do this dungeon over here?
That's why you don't make any of your names stupid like that.
Like, and I just thought it was weird that, like, I mean, because the reason that they do that is because you can name your guy anything. You don't have to worry about, you know, matching it up with whatever. But at the same time, all they're ever going to see is their gamer tag.
But for me, the reason Star Wars is my favorite MMO is because of the story-based part of it. KOTOR is my favorite game of all time. Mass Effect, all BioWare games that have their story where you make decisions and answer questions and stuff. It has that. And when they release new expansions that have a new story element to it, it makes me want to go back to play the story thing. Like, the reason I jump back to play right now is because the Revan expansion, because I'm a huge KOTOR fan and it's all about Revan coming back. And I want to fight Revan and I want to see what happens to Revan. Yeah.
Okay.
He's back. He's like the main bad guy.
So
like
is this
the Empire
before he
and
goes good in canon?
I'm actually shocked. I thought
It's
that
actually
would have been
after.
their. I thought that would have been their oh shit card.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They
They're
threw
making
down
more
Revan.
shit.
I want to do that. And the new expansion excites me because obviously, the whole premise of the Old Republic is it's a civil war between the Empire and the Republic.
Right.
The light side and the dark side characters are fighting each other in a war. The Fallen Empire is a third-party group that's coming in from space, like that no one knew about, really far away, like another part of space, and is attacking both of them. It's coming in and trying to take over, and they have Force users and stuff, and that's why I want to see what's going on with the story.
That scares me. That makes me think they're gonna do what World of Warcraft did, and they did the whole shit where Horde and Alliance like worked together for a mutual goal, and like everyone hated that.
What was
like,
that expansion?
That was like Witch King. Like
Well,
Witch King, they went in, and now they had to go back to the ground roots.
That's gonna happen or not.
Now they had to go back to the ground roots of like the Alliance and Horde worked together, but they were like they still butted heads. But they're like everyone was like, why are you doing this? It's like this is what it's about: Alliance versus the Horde. This is
Star
like
Wars
Sith versus the Jedi. Like that's the whole point. Like those two collision. Like there should be no like.
Star Wars has already had operations where the Empire and the Republic has worked together for small little things, and they've already expressed that they don't like that as much. So I think that the Fallen Empire is going to have two separate stories for Dark Side and Republic. It's going to be like their own thing. You don't work with each other to take them down. It's just this is what's going on.
And then Revan's going
I
to
just
embody
think
every
I think it's because like one thing I didn't like Star Wars doing, and I hated it. I've always hated this about the Sith, is that the Sith always do things like they always made even the Sith kill the Sith guys.
Yeah.
Like it was like the Sith still went to go take out Malgus, and he's a Sith. It's like I think they're kind of doing that because they want to get away from doing that, making the Sith fight each other all the time. Like I get it, you want to kill your master.
There can only be two.
That is the way of the Sith.
I get that, but it's like
that's why Jedi's run shit.
But there's not only that. Malgus in that went rogue against like the rest of the Sith Council.
A Sith?
I know, I get
He went rogue, and then
But
the Sith
even-
He becomes Sith by
ordered
going
the
rogue.
Sith
But
to go out and
even
take
two
him
of the
out. He's not doing what
stories,
he
even
did.
the two Sith
I'd like
stories,
nothing to
you
say
fight.
about this.
You fight Barriss as the Sith warrior, who's your Jedi or your Sith master who tries to betray
The
you.
fat guy.
Take a
And
spy
then
in
you
the
take,
council. Yeah.
and then you fight the other fag who tries to freaking dominate.
Wow.
Whatever. You
James, what was that Rick and Morty episode? It's like you can't use that word, man.
Nick says worse.
You should.
Yeah.
If you had a microphone when the cameras were off.
That's the point of the Sith.
My apologies.
They've always have done that.
Whatever. If I really have to cover this ground, I'm not homophobic. I'm not making fun of gay people. That's not my point. It's just something that
We
our
want to move to
world-
San Francisco. It's okay. But
Besides the point, that's not how I'm trying to. When I say that, I'm literally just saying the guy's a douchebag. But point being, that's my point. Anyways, I think we can go on.
Yeah.
does anyone else have an?
So
We're going a little long.
I got
Anyone?
one. James kind of
Quick
made me want to do like a.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a quick one.
we'll do Matt's last one for the last one.
Okay.
You'll be the last one. Like you'll do
Wait,
yours.
you're not doing one?
Now we're already.
All right. Your 6 Pokemon you would go into battle with.
Ooh, I like this one. No
What
legendaries.
does battle mean?
No legendaries.
No legendary.
No
That's my whole
legendaries.
team.
No legendaries like we are.
All right,
One
That's how we
pseudo.
play Pokemon. No
What do you
legendaries.
mean battle? Do you mean like a war with
A
tanks and
Pokemon
machine
fight.
guns?
No, we're going into a You're going to face the Elite Four.
All right, I got it
Ah.
already. Can I just say my 6?
No,
If
no
you say
pseu-
6
one
Garbodors.
One
No.
pseudo.
I'm done.
One pseudo.
pseudo,
No,
I like this.
no,
One
no
pseudo
legendaries.
is-
All right, number 1, I'm just going 6 Beduffs. Different All right, no, I'm
EV
joking.
train.
No Arceuses with 6 different players.
Beduff's got that.
Arceus isn't
Beduff's
legendary,
got
he's
that
just
all
God. He's outside legendary.
So we can start.
Alright.
I'll go first. Y'all know my first pick.
Charizard.
My boy. Since
Yeah.
Pokemon Red, first Pokemon, I hacked some of the games so I could get Charizard to play through the stories. It's Charizard. And he's my Mega. He's my first.
who's
he's
your
my
Mega?
guy.
That's another one.
Charizard is my Mega.
Mega.
That's my guy, Charizard. Half and half.
Ninetales.
You can call me basic bitch,
What?
but that's
Ninetales.
Well, Ninetales is my go-to fire Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, that's just out of respect. Like, she might not be the best fire Pokemon, she's not the worst, but, out of respect, I pick Ninetales.
Okay. I'll of course go Blastoise.
Is he your Mega?
Sure. I don't know. I don't play.
I got
Pokemon
guns
anymore.
so big!
Oh yeah, he's got the guns on that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Dragonite. He's my favorite.
God, imagine me delivering that mail real good.
You know what you want? I'm sorry, he's the only pseudo
I know.
that hasn't had a Mega Evolution yet because you don't need one.
He does.
He does though.
Not popular enough.
Now, what if the Mega Evolution makes
He's
his
not
beard
popular
even
enough.
nuttier?
He's like
Even
the
bigger
fifth
beard.
most popular Pokemon.
Another
He's very
bag of
popular.
mail.
He's very popular.
Dude, there's a mailbag for that.
When they were naming all the Pokemon on that freaking one thing, they just called them like Drarzar. Like they just called him like saying I was like you're really putting him up with Charizard like he's a dragon?
All right.
What's your second?
Greninja, my new favorite from X and Y.
Oh,
Boss.
but we can go multiple
Speed.
starters.
Well, yeah, why not? They all suck
You
anyway.
said
All right.
pseudo.
All right.
No, they don't.
Okay, one. One is OP.
All right.
All right,
Greninja. Well, actually, Greninja's OP. He's actually Uber tier.
Melodic.
All right.
Melodic is
That's
so
my old
cool.
favorite water
It just
Pokemon.
seems like it's somewhat like mythical Pokemon that just like belongs in some story or something.
And just wants to be a wannabe Gyarados.
Just because.
It's a defensive Gyarados. Like
Just
Gyarados is offense and Melodic is defense.
Just because I have to go with
She's
my
good.
favorites.
That's my old favorite water
I don't
Pokemon,
give a shit
actually.
about types. I'm rocking for Alligator. He's my second favorite Pokemon. So I'll rock my two faves.
Not Clinkies.
Man. If I want
I
to
mean, you
open
can
a
lock out
fucking
your
door,
car.
fuck yeah.
Alright. My favorite fire type starter, plus his Mega Evolution, of course, Blaziken.
Oh,
Because he's the broken character.
My chicken.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's the most OP character in this band.
Caesar. My
Caesar.
boy. I love Caesar.
Caesar.
Basic bitch.
How's that basic?
Caesar.
Who doesn't like Caesar?
I don't remember any of you guys using Caesar when we played Pokemon.
Because I didn't know how to
Because
get it.
Scyther blows. I don't want to
Oh,
use it.
there you go. I use Caesar. I'm the only one
Rhydon.
that uses Caesar.
Go up against
Rhydon.
Mega Evolution.
Rhydon.
Blaziken.
Fuck Rhyperior.
No, we
Rhydon.
won't be out there.
Rhyperior looks stupid, and they ruined Rhydon's
What are you
design.
talking about?
He's just a fat little thing. He's terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry, was he not fat before?
No, he wasn't. Rhydon's design was simple and elegant. And then they just went and just added a bunch of
Elegant?
stuff.
That's Pokemon.
That's
now.
Elegant.
They ruined Rhydon. Like, he looked so cool. He was basically a pseudo with his strength level in Pokemon Red. And they just went and just like, no, we messed all that up. Let's just give him a whole bunch of shit, make him fat.
And made him more popular.
I don't think it made him more popular. They made him, like, he is,
Rhyperior's pretty
Rhyperior, no,
popular.
Rhyperior is better than Rhydon. I'm not disputing that. But Rhydon is my boy, Rhydon.
Alright, my third.
Another water type.
Magikarp.
I'm gonna go with my pseudo. I'm gonna have to
I'm
hit
picking my
up.
pseudo last, so I'm picking you jabronis.
You see,
You're picking Metagross.
I used to
Shut
love
up.
Metagross because Metagross is the man, but
He's from
I'll have
space.
to
You
admit,
never shut up about it when I
the last game I played, my favorite pseudo is now that. Fuck.
The pink
Dra-
Doobie thing from the X and Y.
Hydreigon?
Yeah, that one. Hydreigon.
You just took
Three-headed
James's
guy.
pseudo.
No, it's not mine. It's Corey's.
You
So Hydreigon.
No, my
all
favorite's
I have to
always
know is
the other badass.
The one that turns into an airplane.
I went into the Elite Four or whatever the fuck it is in that game. That's the last one I played with Hydreigon and got bodied by someone's Hydreigon. So I was like, alright, I respect it. And it looks cool, so yeah, that one.
My next will be Gyarados. Oh, basic.
Oh,
bitch.
because I said Magikarp.
You didn't.
I did. I jokingly said Nick should have Magikarp.
Oh.
Well, I feel like no Pokemon team can be round without an Eevee in it. And because...
You pick Jolteon,
There's
I
Jolteon
swear
now.
to God.
Yep. Because Greninja's dark type, and I don't have the lightning type, I gotta swap over, so...
That's funny,
Take
I
Jolteon.
feel
You
like-
got Jolteon too, man. I don't care if
I'm
you
the
use
only
it
one
too.
not picking for type or actual
Jolteon.
strategy.
Super
But it's like
fast.
that
I
was
think
what my
he's
team would
badass
be.
looking.
I know that's
Yeah,
how I would do
I'm
it.
just picking
so.
my
Jolteon.
faves.
Okay.
God, you're so losing.
All right, so we got, for me so far, I'm just going to count them off.
Ninetales.
Ninetales, Melodic, Rhydon. Okay, so number 4.
Badoof. Garbodor.
Like I said,
Skunk Tank.
like I said, this is my lineup, but my real lineup's 6 Badoof. I watched
real
the work.
lineup.
He's not that man.
That guy that made the 6 Badoofs work is the real Badoof.
Yeah, I'm just gonna copy it.
Drapion.
Really?
Okay.
I hate him.
I loved using him. Like, he had a lot of strategy behind the way you're supposed to
I
use
have
Drapion.
no idea who that is.
He's a poison dart type.
Yeah.
Poison dart type.
Scorpion looking thing.
Yeah. But like there's a lot of
Scorpion
strategy
is
to where like
motherfucking
you
pro.
induce poison, then you use another attack, then use it. Like he's got a lot of like strategy to him. I liked using him for that reason. So and I think he looks kind of cool. So I like Drapion. Number 4.
Alright.
And I like poison types, even though they almost always suck.
Number 4 for me, not He's not a pseudo. I'm going Haxorus.
Yeah, he's
'Cause
not a
he's-
pseudo.
He's
Not a
not.
fucking pseudo.
Because he's a badass
not, but he's
motherfucker.
cool.
He's a fucking pseudo.
He's not a pseudo.
So
He's the highest attack in the game besides slaking.
There you go.
Oh, there's no.
Oh, I guess I might as well throw Jolteon out there.
Haxorus.
Really? Copying James?
Really,
your
Matt?
mouth.
Really, Matt?
Shut your
Are you
mouth.
playing?
I can't remember that dark
You have a
Pokemon I
I'll
used.
take my pseudo now because I can't
No,
decide
but
on
I
my
used
sixth
it.
one.
Airplane mode.
Yep, Salamence. Not airplane mode. Charizard's my mega. I'll just take regular Salamence. Ever since Ruby, it's been my favorite pseudo. He's the man, Salamence.
Alright. Alright.
Which is the one that
No one's taking. I thought you were gonna take Tyranitar, dude.
Black and white.
Number
I
5
thought that was your
for
boy.
me. Delayed.
Who?
Gardevoir's male version. Psychic. and
Oh, okay, yeah. Really?
Good choice.
I would have went with female because she's a
fighting. And
fairy
he has
type.
a mega. I'm not gonna pick that because I got a pseudo left.
So is the
So-
female one. Female one has a mega.
I think the delayed one has a mega also.
I'm saying the Gardevoir has one too.
Yeah, she does. I know.
Okay.
But I'm picking delayed because I like the typing. I think that's awesome. And he looks
Is he
pretty
a
cool.
fairy type now?
No, he's dark.
He's
Fighting
psychic?
psychic. Fighting psychic.
I would figure they made
It's
him
a really
fairy
it's a
type.
really good typing. Like he's got moves that he's ready for like everything.
Alright, so because I'm looking up the one, I'll pick it. Luxray.
Luxray, which one is
He's a boss.
He's in black and white. He's like the lion looking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the fire lion, right?
No,
No,
he's electric.
He's blue and black electric.
Gotcha. I remember this. Okay.
You gotta have your boy with you.
Okay.
My boy.
How many do I got? What do I got? Dragonite, Gyarados, Blaziken, Jolteon. Is that all the ones I named?
I'm picking 6 now, so you're missing one. Did I go first?
You went
I went
first,
first.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You go.
So I'm on
You're on
5.
55.
5th, Gengar.
Good choice. Good.
Mega Gengar?
I would, because he's the next OP one. That's Mega Evolution, but Blaziken's better. Gengar. Plus, I want his feet. Don't take away his feet.
You have some.
You just made him Haunter Gengar.
There's a couple of guys that could be my last one that I'm fringing around, but if I'm going with just two of my favorites for looks and coolness that I want to be my guy, I pick Tyrantrum as my last guy. Tyrannosaurus guy from X and Y. I think he's badass.
He's a
So
fucking dinosaur.
yeah,
He's a
I'll take
T-Rex.
him. He's cool. He's too cool. The other one would have been
I found it. There
Sceptile.
you go.
I would have added Sceptile.
Alright.
God, you're so basic.
Found
with
him.
all your
Or
starters.
Superior. I didn't take him though. I took
Mega
Tyrantrum.
Metagross!
God, you're such a basic.
He will whip all of your candy ass Pokemon.
No, he's Steel. Blaziken wins.
He's got Earthquake and Blaziken will go first, Matt. I know because he's fast.
Speed boost.
Alright. So that was your
Stupid
6.
ass broken Pokemon.
Alright, my last one. I remember it. I don't know
didn't say,
why
though, the one with speed boost.
I don't know
Wait, no,
why
it's
I
Mega
loved
Ball
that
V,
guy.
right, never mind.
so much when I played it. Bisharp.
Oh, he's
Alright.
he was cool as fuck.
Baller.
Steel and Dark, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Had to look him up. I didn't remember his name.
Yeah. He looks cool. I like him.
He'll kill everyone. Just cut him in half.
Ain't no fainting.
I'm
Bisharp.
done. I use
cut.
cut, you're done.
I will cut
So
your
that's my
throat.
6.
If you use Cut, I win.
Yes, don't use cut. If you've beaten Brock, don't use cut. And don't use cut on Brock.
Sometimes you just got to. You got to tough it out.
Sometimes Pidgey's got to use cut.
Can he even learn Cut?
Probably. He's got talents, though.
I don't think so. I think he can.
Whatever.
Last one, Nidoking. Poison Ground.
That is a Pokemon that
He is a
guy
good
did.
type.
Let's go wild card. I used your word. Let's pick one
I know you're going
Wait,
back.
legendary
you haven't gone
Pokemon
yet.
each. No, I was
I thought you
last.
already did your
Yeah, he was 6th.
Yeah, I'm saying let's just take one legendary.
What was your
Justin,
6
you get
Pokemon?
Arceus.
No, he's saying well,
Tyranitar.
this is your wild card one.
Arceus.
I've done 6.
Yeah,
No, I'm
we're
saying,
all
let's
done.
just-
We're
let's
just
just
saying
say
now
we
what's
had
your
one
What was your 6
legendary.
Pokemon?
Tyrantrum.
Oh, that's right. Okay. My bad.
All right, well,
I'm lost, man. I don't even know.
One legendary.
Okay.
You can take.
Arceus.
You're so.
It's so dishonest. Like I like a lot of
Arceus. He's God.
No,
He has
see,
a
for
move
me,
called
like, the just
Judgment.
coolest. I don't think Arceus looks that cool.
I still like Zapdos.
But he can't
But I
possibly
win.
look as cool as he is, though.
But
Like,
I
it's
win.
impossible for him to look as cool as he is. He should just be like a silhouette you can't look at. Like, that's what Arceus should be. It's
Really
like,
hard.
what is that? Arceus is missing.
I think Giratina was feeling that in the movie.
But for me, I'm stuck on 2 as my favorite legendaries.
I like Zapdos.
I have two also.
Mew?
Or Mewtwo.
No. Or Darkrai.
I love Darkrai too. Darkrai's a boss.
Mew, just because of the YOLO ass of just like, I can't even, what is it? I can't even hit him, and he's just like snickering at me.
By the way, Arceus isn't my real one. I was joking.
Okay, so Mew or Darkrai? You had a cool
Darkrai's
one.
pretty cool.
Huh?
If he wasn't legendary, I'd use him.
Yeah. Darkrai and Mewtwo are the two that I have to pick.
See,
I guess I would just go with
prefer
Mewtwo
I
just
would-
because classic red and blue is still my favorite one.
Alright, I'm going Mew.
Mewtwo.
I'd pick up for
Mew.
different reasons. I'd pick either Arceus or Mewtwo just because I could like talk to him.
That's true. You can talk to a lot of the legendaries though. A lot
Yeah,
of them talk.
they
Luigi
What?
talks.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The one I
I don't talk
pick,
to a fucking
and
bird.
this one I pick,
You fucking
this one I pick,
You would not say that.
this one I pick,
totally would. Fuck him.
this one I
That
pick.
horse, fuck him. I'd be like, he created you.
This one I picked because I don't even think he's the coolest looking one. I don't even think he's the best one in that game. I think the other one's cooler and better. But I'm picking Reshiram because that was the one I felt like was my first Pokemon that's like, I want you to catch me.
Dragon Fire.
I don't want you. I
Yeah,
want to be you.
guy.
I want you to be my master. And he was like, catch me. Like he wanted him to. He wanted to be mine. All the other ones like, ooh, trying to beat me. He was like, catch me. I want
Man,
you.
I'm about to-
So I was like,
Mine's even better. You've never been able to legitimately catch Mew in a Pokemon game.
yeah, because he doesn't exist.
But
Unless you're at some gay Nintendo event.
He's giving
we've been
away.
going on for quite
Alright,
a while
I haven't
now.
heard James Legendary yet.
Yeah, you said Darkrai.
Mewtwo.
Or Mewtwo.
Oh, that's right.
So, this has been...
Alright, real quick. Honorable mention for my team. Sorry, guys. Lucario Zoroark.
Honorable mentions for mine: Alakazam and Sceptile.
I don't really have any honorable
Matt,
mentions.
any honorable mentions? Matt? Come on with
Dolph.
two.
I already
And
got my real
Garbodor.
team, but Duff.
No, Raichu and Alakazam as well.
Okay. Sorry, Lucario Zoroark. You guys are clutch. You got me all the way through Pokemon Black.
Okay, you're right. Furret. Furret and the Duffs. Let's go.
For it.
But,
A bird.
thank you for watching Random Video Game Topics. If you have any topics, email us at luthgames@gmail.com or tweet
Do we have
us.
emails we're going to do?
Oh, we already did it.
No,
We didn't do it.
No.
Oh, we had one of them.
The top 5.
we went really far, so
Okay.
it's a little long. So,
Alright.
keep gaming, guys.
Yeah.
Keep gaming.